You say that our day I've forgotten.
Pow! Just like that, we're on to the second tune, The Forgotten Anniversary. This, again, has a long, rich history. Another early tune that Uncle Walt gave to me. Now, when he wrote it, it was, in my view at that time, as a sensitive rock and roller, it just...
Pretentious.
Pretentious is a better word. But I thought I saw potential, and so I romanticized it, for lack of a better word, and schmaltzed it, yeah, and we bent that thing into something that Uncle Walt really never meant to be. It lost all the humor that was intended. Meanwhile, we did several recordings of it as well.
Because remember, he was a bachelor.
Because he was a bachelor. So there was something funny about a bachelor talking about the Forgotten Anniversary. And obviously he had to be sitting in the bars talking to a bunch of guys who had blown it that night because they forgot their anniversary. And that's why they were there drinking at the bar instead of being back home with their wives. But he wrote it very humorously, but that's not how it was recorded. And I messed with the words and really manipulated it to something else. Now, I fought my brother on this, because my brother liked the old version. Again, Mark's had to witness a lot of that.
Because you have to understand that as we started recording, a couple things started to come up. Should these songs be time capsules of what we did 45, 50 years ago, or should they be living, breathing organisms that we could change for the better? And that's been a philosophical discussion that we've had.
In the end, I took ownership of the tune, much like Big Johnny Cash, since I was really involved with Uncle Walt at this point. And I wanted to restore the humor. I just thought to myself, if this is going to be a tribute to our Uncle Walt, then it needs to be true to who he was. And he was not, Errol Flynn. and so I didn't, other than ands and thus, I did not insert a lot of stuff in there. I just brought back what he had. The funny humor, the beers and the rears and all the stuff that we all found funny. And it ended up coming across really well once again.
And you'll find that in this song, we have a basic method where we how we record, which maybe we should talk about for a second. So we track everything live with Mark back here on the drums, my brother over there on the acoustic guitar, generally speaking, and then I'm over here on the bass. And we lay down the foundation or the crust, and then we start adding the overdubs and everything to that. But we always start with these three components, and when we thought about what instruments to add, Gordon said it's a silly song. It should have silly instruments. Or was that Take Your Oil and Boil It?
Kind of both.
Okay.
Both of them were just kind of silly and funny. I did not want to treat him seriously, which was an issue between Matthew and I on the song, because he really, really loved the first version. Mark has to go through this all the time. But it was essentially that. So we brought in the harmonica, which is something I've dabbled with for years, never have become proficient with, but it's kind of a funny instrument, let's face it. Even when Neil Young plays it, it's funny. And so
I don't find anything by Neil Young funny.
That was a 2-point takedown right there.
So I took the lead vocal on it again. We had several different versions of this, several different speeds, beats, until we found, and it was really a mix of Mark and Matthew and I putting together. We built this song. That was kind of cool about this. Big Johnny kind of happened pretty easily, pretty quickly. We had to rebuild and build this song, and it took all of us together. And this really is representative of all of us compromising and working together. And we like how it turned out. We hope you do too.
All right.
Let's give us the thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you like our channel. Thank you very much.
Another nickel.
show in his style. But I cannot help but forgetting every once in a while. You say it's our day, it's not one to forget. You sigh and you cry, are you filled with regret? You say that our day should be special, that it's one that you look forward to, and that I should show you, but darling, just how much that I love you. You say it's a day I should not have forgot. You sigh and you cry, where's the things you should have brought? I know that this day I've forgotten, and I should have kissed you, my dear. And you always like to remind me I never forget to buy my beer. And then once again you remind me, if I ever forget this time of year,